You'd want the ability to make people pee just by thinking about it. How would you leverage your power for global domination? What if they already peed? What if they have no juice left in the tank? Do they die? What happens then? It definitely could ruin someone's life.
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that. They've not lost the will to fight.
Okay, we're gonna have a little heart-to-heart with our Force Ghost friend here.
I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky. Knowing what it means to everyone. And that you're responsible.
Man. See, we're going through the same motions good old Ardbert went through. Different circumstances, similar but different circumstances, but the secrecy is worse. I'd rather people knew. Let's go with that. I love this soundtrack right now.
If you're thinking of coming clean, don't. It might make you feel better, but it would make things 100 times worse for them. They're better off not knowing.
Yeah. He called you out? How did he call me out? Oh, because of this? I mean, I agree. I would... You ever, like, hold on to, like, a little lie, and you just want to get it off your chest, but if you did, you know it would cause more problems than, you know, before? That's the worst feeling. Ah, I farted.
You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out.
My parents almost got divorced over a long-distance call I made up on dial-up internet in 1999. Never told them it was me. Wait, I feel like that's one of those things where if you said it, it would just make everything better.
That doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet.
Good old Ardbert, man. Still bringing that hope. How the tables have shifted. Right? Before, we were telling he was the one down and out. But now... I would have been grounded off the internet for a few weeks. Fuck that.
Sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives.
Damn. I have been enjoying the parallels between Ardbert and the Warriors of Darkness and our journey here. Walking the same paths.
One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest.
Ardbert, man. When I first saw him, I didn't know how far this was gonna go. And then when he poofed at the end of, what was it, Heavensward? I was like, oh, maybe that's the end of the Ardbert arc. But here he is. We're still going.
There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen.
He first showed up 3 years before Shadowbringers. Yeah, it's the long play right here. Gaius is a long play, right? There's been some long plays.
That we'd made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had.
Can we all agree that that Talos cutscene was one of the best cutscenes in the entire game? It was pretty epic. It was different too.
Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it?
Look at him, man. He's so hopeful. He's just a shining ray of positivity. We need this.
So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burned so bright.
With the light shining on his face right now.
That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky.
Maybe that's how we were supposed to get to Vauthry. We lift up each other, one on top of the other, until we get to the sky here.
No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive.
Closure? Could I get a closure here? Hello? Congrats, man. Are we gonna fist bump? Fist bump, fist bump, fist bump, fist bump, fist bump, fist
Come on,
bump,
then.
fist bump, fist. Rah. Rah. Oh, it's happening again. Yeah.
As I thought. What happened between us was no coincidence. My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours.
Oh shit, are we gonna like fuse or something right now?
I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me.
Yeah, and the fact that he's been narrating our journeys and everything, we've been walking his path.
But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish. For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours.
What a homie. What a homie.
If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you.
This is very touching, I gotta say.
So, let us be about it, hero.
Smile, Bittersuit's a hero. Smile, Bittersuit's a hero. He's smiling, we're smiling. Smile, smile, yes.
Oh, I was worried you were up here all alone, brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie.
Hello, FEO UL. You're not in your Titiana form.
Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours.
Is FEO UL gonna be able to help us out here with this ether problem?
My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you?
My poor little FEO.
Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it. Cut ties with the mortal world. Hide away in the castle.
That would be something. What if we just spent the rest of Final Fantasy on the throne?
It won't fix the problem. But would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Il Meg will rise up in your defense.
You know, for as dark of a path, or as light of a path, realistically that would be. You know, FEO UL is dead. They're saying ride or die, son. Ride or die. Whatever path you choose, ride or die. That's awesome.
My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them. What? Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion.
Oh.
And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower? My dear beloved sapling, you are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment, at this time, in this place.
See, I'm this person sapling, they're my tree branch, and they're doing what a tree does. They're keeping us grounded right now. We're staying grounded here.
Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow.
Our friend of Crystal, the Exarch from Shadowed Hood, he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth. Oh, you think he's got ruby? Oh no, he did have ruby eyes. He's Grahatia. I forgot about that.
See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue.
Dude, this is like a very touching, you know, talk that we're having here with FEO UL and our Force Ghost friend Ardbert. Oh. Look at that scene. And when you got to that scene, Disaster, you're like, why is everyone so caught up in this person? Who is this person?
You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer.
Okay. This place is dope. Look at that, the
What will
scenery.
you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
Okay, don't turn me into a shrub. Shrub is a guy that'll get no love from me. Lore bombs incoming. Take cover. We got lore bombs. Is this lore bomb time?
The door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter. Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
I hope this is a really good lore dump. And we're going into the umbilical, the umbilicus. It's gotta be. This is some good shit right here. Okay. Good thing I've been eating my vegetables, getting my fiber. I'm ready for this lore dump. Oh, look at all the books. Urianger would have a field day in here. Oh boy. Oh. Urianger.
Moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee.
Of course. I mean, yeah, of course, right. Urianger, of course.
Thy true name is Grahatia, then.
Yeah.
By thy claims, thou too art a native of the source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star. Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
Oh.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Yes, me too, please.
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest.
Ha! Ha ha ha! See, hear that? Sid Garland, the greatest mind. You hear that, Disastra? Huh? There's your boy right there, Sid Garland, with his fancy boots. The Elon Musk of Eorzea. Yeah, okay. Piece this together. He is coming from after the 8th Umbral Calamity, right? Remember that one vision we saw? We saw that one, I forget when it was. I feel like maybe we're at the Urianger's like hut, right? Yes, the future, right? And we saw that one vision, and they were in like an Ishgardian like hovel, and it looked to be like Biggs dressed up in you know soldier gear and stuff like that, right? I'm gonna assume, yeah, with the guy you thought was Biggs, yeah. That is from that's the timeline we're talking about here, right?
In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions.
Okay.
One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures.
Fundamental theories. Damn. Wish I knew it off the top. What was the Full Metal Alchemist theory? Dude, listen to this music.
It proposed a method by which one could enter the river of time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds.
Equivalent exchange. That's what it is. Boom. Okay. Anyway, back to the Final Fantasies.
Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes. And thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice.
I'm loving this music right here.
But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder.
Yeah, I remember this cutscene.
People cried out in despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved.
Oh. Shit.
We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Cid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me.
I remember the Crystal Tower, and at the end, he decided to, you know, he was of the blood and everything, and decided to stay.
By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th umbral calamity.
Yes.
This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Cid and his compeers.
You know things are getting, you know, to that point in a story or a game, movie, TV show, whatever, when, you know, time travel and all that starts to come into play, right? You know things are getting like really serious and at that point in the series.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the source.
Yes.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century.
Oh, they were trying to go way back to, and an entire century was basically, that's when the Minfilia thing happened. They were trying to go back there. Or he was.
But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only man who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. That thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous.
I can't get over the soundtrack right now. I really like this one.
Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity.
It's like the perfect fit for, you know, this discussion of the most grandiose, out of this world, out of this time, like, plan, like, ever, right? On Spotify? Are all the tracks on Spotify or what? Because I gotta delve into that. Oh, the Shadowbringers OST is nice.
Said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
This is where, you know, all the timeline stuff comes into play, right? So this Exarch himself, this one, right? His existence will unravel, right? But the Garahatia, who's living in the past / present on the other world, kind of, he's good to go. He's gonna continue doing Crystal Tower things there, sort of, right? And who knows what he'll do in the future, if, you know, in the future he never has to go back to the past present. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Cid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict.
Okay, we're getting to the smiley face stage here.
To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask.
Yeah, look what Cid did, man. Future Cid allowed us to do this in the present, son. And you always hated Cid Garland.
Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was him. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread.
Who knew that one Pompadour could go on to accomplish so much and be relied on so heavily, but it happened. It's happening. People rely on the Pomp.
Where others would stumble and fall, he would rise above. Where others would break and run, he would carry on.
In real life, it feels weird. Like for me, it's weird when like other people, if the people were to talk about me, be like, "Oh man, Kev, you know, he's just always pushing on." Where he would stumble and where people stumble and fall, he would rise above, right? People, it's weird, right? Like to have all this like praise showered upon oneself. For me, it is. And it's happening to the Pomp.
The warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow.
Whatever instrument is playing right now, I'm getting like Chocobo vibes. I'm getting like Final Fantasy IX, going to like a, you know, remote village in the middle of your journey, stopping by, going to the inn or something, maybe meeting a new companion.
In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally.
Is that name sounds so Dali Village? That sounds so. Is that where we met Aiko?
In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were his deeds joyously retold.
Oh, that's the village where Vivi gets kidnapped. Oh. Okay, never mind. I was thinking of a different one. But yeah, look at that, the Heavensward. There and back again, Heavensward. Man, we became a legend.
For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights.
We became the Lord of the Rings, the Lord of the Pomp, a Pomp's tale.
And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the warrior of light himself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga.
Damn.
He was the lodestar that brought them all together to send their final message back through time and space to him.
That's a lot of pressure upon one Pomp's shoulders. Just gonna say.
The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live.
I'm still trying. I'm not trying, but you know, just wrapping my head around the whole timeline things, because just imagining this world we're here in the present, and this world that this future that they lived in, the future that they went through, their past had us still coming to the first world but failing, thus resulting in the 8th Umbral Calamity, right? So even in that timeline, we had come here, and maybe he had this conversation with Urianger, but you know what I mean? That scene in Ishgard was like 200 years after you left. That's what I'm saying though, but like in that timeline, right? Even 200 years after. Oh, does that? Okay, well, I'm not gonna get into that. But even in that, they're talking about the past, and because the 8th Umbral Calamity happened, we still, in that timeline, had come here to the first, and Grahatia had still made its way back. It's like an endless loop, right? Does that make sense? It still happened, we just failed. Or maybe it never happened, and that's why...
I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Oh, we died of Black Rosé.
Sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
Oh, we died of the black rosé in that calamity. Even Urianger's mind is like, damn, man.
You will be my accomplice?
Of course Urianger knew of all of this, man.
When you spoke of how you learned of the flood, and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First, your actions showed uncommon resolve. It was clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world.
Of course. If there's one person I'm gonna entrust with these grand plans, it's gonna be Urianger. Right? Urianger is the one I'm gonna trust here.
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die.
Yeah, this leads up to the penultimate moment that we just had semi-recently, where Urianger's like, let him do the thing, man. Let him do the thing.
Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me, but in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity, and ensuring this tale ends as it must.
Whoa. A wrench got thrown into this plan.
I would have you take what I have told you of the calamity, and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the rift.
Oh, that's where Urianger's prophecy comes into play here. Bam, son.
Is this truly thy wish?
So this must be when he pretty recently arrived here, right? To the First.
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would. And I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course.
When he first arrived, okay. Yeah, years before everyone else, yeah. Yeah. Damn, dude. I shouldn't be surprised. And I didn't think about it, but of course, Urianger has been in on this for the longest time. Because he's Urianger, man. He's always got secrets and trap cards up his sleeve and everything.
I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
He's got to have some contingency, right, Urianger? I have, out of all the scions for Grandmaster plans, I trust each of them for different things, right? Urianger is the Grandmaster master planner. Like the ultimate plan. The ultimate big brain.
If you lose control again, the light could claim you for good, although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do?
I mean to have a few words with both Emmett and the Exarch. Yeah.
We should be on our way. Dacian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
Yo, that was some good shit right there, man. You leave Grahatia alone. Well, I mean, I need to have like words with Helmet Silk, and I need to have words. I want to talk to Grahatia. He knows shit. He knows shit and I don't know shit. So it's the perfect combination.
Ah, we have found thee.
Oh, Urianger, I have found you too in my visions.
Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste.
Are the twins taller than not Minfilia? Than Reen? Is Reen taller than them?
Ah. By thy looks, I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
I wonder if Urianger told everyone else as well.
Urianger has shared everything with us.
There it is.
The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
I offer no excuses.
Dude, no, Urianger, you never have to apologize to me, bro. You keep all the secrets you want. It's fine. I trust you with your secrets. Do what you gotta do, man. You do what you gotta do.
When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare.
Nah, you get a pass. You get a limitless lifetime pass for me. You keep all the secrets you want, man, or tell me because I would like to know. But if you want, just keep. I trust you. You're good.
Yet it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not?
Of course, because we still got the patches to go, and the next expansion to go.
If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
He's so formal. If I was the pop right now, I'd just be like, get up, man, let's go, come on. I forgive you, let's go. Like, yeah, let's fucking go, dude. You're my bro.
I thank thee. Doubt not but that I will do all in my power to repay thy kindness and fulfill the Exarch's wishes.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea. Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianger. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again.
I have to go. I have to try.
Please, you must stay here. At least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Damn.
Alisaie, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
Of course I know! I know only too well! But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple.
Damn. Alisaie.
We've all searched high and low for an answer. And every one of us came back empty-handed.
Again, there is the path of becoming the Titiana. We can become Titiana ourselves, right? That is one ending. What if there was a choice in this game? We just don the throne, succumb to the light, and all the future heroes, all the future player characters who come around, we just smash them in our dungeon, just destroy their party. Duty failed. Wouldn't that be a life?
I am not about to stand in his way now. Not after failing him in his hour of need. No! The least we can do is...
You'd have to kill your friends first, but what if they join us? Join the light side, and together we can rule Final Fantasy XIV as Pomp and friends, as Pompadorables. I'll never join you.
We will go with you as well. There is naught to be gained by standing still.
Impressive. Most impressive.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
Out of all the Scions, who would be most likely to join us? Who do you think? I just started thinking about that. I was gonna say literally not, but I'm saying if you had to pick one, I was gonna say. You think Alisaie? Could be Alisaie. I was thinking. For some reason, I was getting Y'shtola or Urianger. Like Urianger is the big brain grandmaster plan, and everything he's done is for the light. But what if he would be like the most powerful ally? Like, what if we you twist his mind somehow to thinking that the old school Louis Swan. That is true. That is true, though. They would stone cold try to kill you. That is true. I was gonna say Thancred too, because I'd be like, I don't know. He seems like a bro sometimes, right? But he's also, yeah, man. I guess.
All in agreement then?
I guess the fact that I couldn't think of a clear-cut answer shows, you know, how strong these characters are in their paths, right? And who they are as characters, and how what they set out to do, of what we've been through together. I couldn't find anyone that I was like, yeah, they would join. FEO UL, though, on the other hand, It's down, ride or die.
Is there aught we can do to help?
Oh, you come to see us off? Hello, everybody of the Crystarium.
Though we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight. And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
Oh. They put pomp and pomp together, huh?
You told them!
No. Well, not in so many words.
Oh, okay. There it is. I love that line. Hey, they know now. They know.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
Okay, so they did put pomp and pomp together. I shouldn't, yeah. Of course.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions.
This is not the first time where we've been in dire need and then the people of the Crystarium have come together with epic music and motivation and resolve. I love it. I love it. It's good shit.
Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive, and I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went out to meet you, it was clear it was no ordinary visitor.
That's right.
Yeah, I knew it was you all along. Of course I knew. Yeah, I didn't know.
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
And I have 10 million gil, even though y'all don't use gil here.
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O Warrior of Darkness?
Oh shit, can I request 10 million gil? Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. This is the Paul choice right here. Defend the Crystarium until we return. There it is. Yeah. What would they have said if we chose the other one? I'm very curious now. I guess I gotta go play New Game Plus just to find out the answer to that. This is your Warrior of Darkness going off to the final battle, or the zone, or whatever battle. Well, not the final, you know, but for the current present plotline, the final battle. This is who you place your faith in.